Initially getting start with the Swarm IoT web application. The application firstly consists of the login page. In order to get login, user has to fill up the valid login credentials, for example username and password. After clicking on login button, we'll see the home page of the Swarm IoT server. Home page is consist of total devices, healthy devices, faulty devices, and which devices are off, and it can be shown in the particular map, just like as green shows that devices are on, and also there are some shortcut buttons that we can move to that particular page. Left panel is consist of manage users. First option is user config. In user config, the admin will able to register the particular user by filling up the details, which also consist of its role, registration date, government agency, and distributor. After clicking on submit, the user will get registered. The list of registers The list of registered user will get displayed on the list of user tab. By clicking on list of user option, we'll able to see the list of user, which consists of first name, last name, address, mobile, mail ID, username, role, registration date, and status of that particular user. By clicking on geo region, the admin will able to register the geo region for the particular device as shown in the video. By clicking on GeoZone, we'll able to create the GeoZone under the geo region. User will have to select the parent region and then will have to add it. It will get displayed in the GeoZone list. Moving towards the app setting, sensor and actuator are the main part of the particular setting, which consists of sensor name, channel type, its description, unit, manufacturer, web URL, rating, part number, and image options. After submitting, after clicking on submit, we'll able to register the particular sensor and will able to get the list of that sensor as shown in the video. After moving to the towards the actuator, here also admin has to fill all the options which related with the particular sensor, and after clicking on the submit button, we'll able to see the list of actuators as shown in the video. After clicking on the device option, admin will able to register the particular device, uh, which consists of MAC ID, group, device type, IMEI number, region, geozone, user, template type, also the installation date. After clicking on add button, user will add that particular device on that particular geozone or georegion and will able to get displayed into the particular list of devices as shown in the video. Register users and discovered users will able to located using that tab. Combo box option. By clicking on registered, we'll able to see the registered devices. By clicking on discovered, we'll able to see the discovered devices. By clicking on group option, we'll able to register the particular group, and also after clicking on submit button, we'll able to display that particular group names, which consist of weather station, chiller plant monitoring, and water monitoring. Channel map is used to show the particular analog input. We can add them according to the channels. There are list of channel numbers from 1 to 16, and we can select the sensors. data scaling, channel status and alarm. The options user will check it out if they want, and after clicking on submit button, the list of all the analog input info will get displayed. Similarly, counterpart will able to see the number of channels. We'll have to select it, enter the tag, description, select the sensor, and sensor name, scaling factor, and clicking on submit button we'll able to get the counter list. Similarly, for the digital in tab, need to fill up the particular options, which consist of channel number, sensor, sensor name, tag, description. After clicking on submit button, we'll able to get the digital input info as shown in video. After clicking on digital out tab, we'll able to get the options for the particular digital out, and then we have to fill up the data of sensor, actuator name, description, channel number, and click on the submit button. We'll get the digital output info list. After clicking on device map, the customer will have to select, then according to that customer the group will user have to select, and then the device will able to get selected according to that group. Here again, user will able to update the particular analog in options whatever we submitted recently, and will able to get updated result in analog input info table as shown in the video. Then moving towards the counterpart, here also user will able to update the particular options whichever registered before, and will able to get displayed into the counter info table. In digital in, whatever the updations user want, user can update it by clicking on update button and will get displayed in digital info table. Similarly, digital out updates can be done by clicking on update button and will get displayed in digital output info table. After clicking on faults, there must have to give the fault ID and the description of that particular fault and submit it, and will get displayed the fault list up to 17 as shown in the video. Moving towards the alarm alert. Firstly, alert. After selecting the device, user has to enter the date, from, and to. Between the date, the alert will get displayed into the alert view table as shown in the figure. It consists of device MAC ID, device name, channel ID, tag, status, and date and time. It can be downloaded by clicking on PDF and Excel sheet button. Moving towards the alarms, by clicking on alarm, we'll able to get displayed alarm list, which consists of high, low, and normal mode. If the value is getting high, it will display red as shown in the video. Moving towards the fault and error, here user has to select the device first, then from and to date. In between that, the fault and error table will get displayed, and the table is consist of MAC ID, device name, fault ID, description, and date and time as shown in the video. Similarly, we can download the particular fault error table in PDF and Excel sheet format. By clicking on live data, we can see the group view, which consists of device list as shown in the video. After clicking on the particular device, analog in will get displayed. We can move from shortcut buttons by clicking on channel history, and we'll able to get channel history matrix view. And also after selecting the channels, we'll able to view the history of the particular selected channels as shown in the video, which consists of date and selected channel columns with their values. User can select the particular channels using from and to date. In between, all the channel values will get displayed according to the date. Again, moving towards the group view, one can also click on the graph view for the shortcut button, and graph view will get displayed, the matrix view of the graph. And also by clicking on the particular item, graph view will get displayed in the form of a graph. User can also select the particular date from and to, and in between that graph will get populated as shown in the video of the particular selected item. Just like as here, pump 1 current, which is having the particular graph as shown in video. Right now tower 1 kWh graph is shown. After selecting the from and to date, after clicking on search, graph will generated. Again, moving towards the group view, after clicking on multigraph option, multigraph matrix view will get displayed. There are two options, combine and individual. After selecting combine and selecting 2 to 4 graphs and clicking on view graph tab, will get the combined graph version of the particular 4 selected items as shown in the video, which consists of pump 1 temp, pump 1 current, pump 1 VFD, tower 1 kWh with respective date. After clicking on selecting the individual option, then the graphs of all the 4 items will get displayed individually as shown in the video. Moving towards the group view again. Now group view also consists of analog in, which shows the matrix view of the particular analog in. Also we'll be able to see the digital in, consists of the particular digital in matrix view. After selecting different device, we'll get the data of analog in according to that device. Moving towards the matrix view, after clicking on matrix view, we'll able to get the analog in of the selected device and also digital in of that selected device. Clicking on the table view, we'll able to get all the matrix view format into the tabular format as shown in the video. After clicking on start button, the current value of the particular device will get displayed. After clicking on stop, it will get stopped. Moving towards the trends and history, channel history will able to display the particular channel history table by selecting the number of channels. and clicking on view history tab. It also used to get displayed according to the dates from and to. In between that, we'll able to see the channel history table, which consists of date and selected channel numbers or their names using their columns with their values as shown in the video. By clicking on the graph view, we'll able to get the matrix view of the particular items of the graph. By clicking on the single graph, we'll able to generate the graph, and also by selecting the dates, we'll able to get the graph according to the dates as shown in the video. Here pump 1 temp graph is getting generated between the date 1st of June 2017 to 2nd of June 2017. Moving towards the multi-graph, here user can select the multiple items and click on the view graph tab, where combine option is selected by default, and searching the data in between the dates, and we'll able to get displayed pump 1 temp, pump 1 current, pump 1 VFD, tower 1 VFD as shown in the video. By changing the option as individual, the particular graphs will get displayed individually. By clicking on logout button, user will get logout.